So again, Craig Filek from Promark Electronics. You guys, did you know that the highest paid people in the world are in sales? You guys know that? Think about it. Bill Gates, Microsoft, okay? Salesman. He licensed Windows to IBM. Right? Sam Walton from Walmart, right? Retail sales. Did you know they did a study on this? The highest paid people in every profession, doctors, lawyers, cosmetologists, they have some background in sales, some sales experience. Why? Why are they the highest paid people? You know what? No? Dr. Bobby said it in the previous section on Tuesday. I don't know if I said it to you guys. It's because nothing happens until somebody sells something. It's the most valuable thing you can learn how to do. No matter what you want to do for your career, learning how to sell is the most valuable skill you can learn. Okay? Think about it. Since the moment you were born, you've been trying to sell somebody on giving you something that you want. Hopefully, most of you have gotten beyond the crying like a baby to get what you want stage. Maybe? We'll see. All right. So what do you guys want? What do you want?
A good job.
A good job? What do you want?
Go to law school.
Go to law school? Okay. All right. Why? Why?
To make money.
To make money. Okay. Why?
Because you need money to survive.
Okay. So, let's pretend for just a minute I'm your rich uncle. Show up on your birthday, I say, hey, I'm going to write you a check for $1 million. Sound like a good deal? Yeah? In fact, I'll write you a check every single year on your birthday for $1 million on one condition. You must live your life passionately. You must do what you were born to do. Could you do it? Do you know what that thing is? Who knows what that thing is for themselves? You guys grab this sheet of paper, put the date on it, okay? This is your compass. This is your purpose, your mission in life. Okay, Michael Gerber calls it your primary aim. If you have any idea, I like babies, I want to work with kids, I like ethnobotany, I want to hang out in the rainforest, whatever, okay? You got to get a clue about this, all right? So, what do? You've got $1 million. What are you going to do? Travel the world, maybe figure it out along the way, right? Go trekking in Patagonia, spend a week in Ibiza, Ravens, just partying, doing whatever. Once you get that out of your system, you've got to have some idea of what you want to do with your life. You guys want to know the quickest road to depression and a quarter-life crisis that lasts until your midlife crisis? Find out what you're passionate about and get a 9-to-5er for the next 40 years. It has nothing to do with it. Okay? So, how do you know which companies to intern with? How do you know which companies to work for? How do you figure it out? You got to find out what their values are, where they're headed, and make sure that your values are aligned with that. Okay? So now that you know what you want, you need a map. How do you get there? Or a model, right? How do you build the life that you want? Right? You guys ever get a big box of like little plastic pieces and try to put them all together? A little model, like one of those little, I don't know, I had one of those spaceships with like 10,000 pieces. You ever try to do that without the instructions? Forget it, it's futile. Or how about those late night real estate, get rich in real estate courses? You ever seen those? I did one, flipped a house, made 30 grand in a weekend. Did it twice. Didn't make me happy, didn't solve my problems, but it was a blueprint. I walked through the steps and I got the result. That's what a map is, okay? Once you know where you want to go, you need to find a map. Do you guys know what the only single commonality every millionaire has amongst themselves? Do you know the only one thing they have in common? Some are born rich, some are born poor, some are born in America, some are born elsewhere. What is it?
Energy.
Energy? It's good, guys. They definitely have energy, okay? The one thing, though, they found that they all have in common, every single millionaire has had a mentor. Had a mentor, right? So do you guys know that you will be the sum average of the top 5 people that you spend the most time with? It's a proven fact. You will be, if you take the health, the wealth, the relationships, the success, the top 5 people that you hang out with, add them together, divide them by 5, that'll be you. You cannot avoid it. So where do you find good mentors? I'll tell you right now, just from my own personal experience, managers are not necessarily the best mentors. I had a corporate job with a Fortune 500 company once for 4 months, okay? My manager was such a D-bag that I could not wait to get out of there. I didn't want to be anywhere near this guy. I did not want to become anything like this guy. That's when I went off, started my own business. Okay, met my business partner, my business mentor, who taught me how to develop a business system, right? And I've since gone on and started several businesses. I'm a serial entrepreneur, okay? And the stuff that I learned there will serve me for the rest of my life. You guys ever go down to the East End, the bars, you see those flashy point of sale systems, those touchscreen computers, cash registers behind the bar? That's my first business. I'm still a silent partner. I get paid, and I don't even show up anymore. It's pretty nice, right? Okay? You guys can learn how to do that, but you need the map. You need the map, all right? So, what are we talking about? Why do an internship? Why even do one at all? I think there's 3 compelling reasons. Number 1, perspective, okay? We're in a marketing class, I'm gonna talk about sales. You guys see the Matrix? You see the Matrix, right? Where Neo gets enlightened and all of a sudden all the walls and everything are just green code and he can see what's actually going on. Once you learn how to sell, once you learn the mechanism of sales and marketing, what's going on underneath the surface, it's just like seeing the Matrix. Because everybody's constantly trying to sell you something. Billboards, advertisements, your girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay, once you see that, you see the emotional buttons that they're pushing in you, it's really easy to kind of dodge them and avoid them. It's really fun. Second reason, resources. You guys have a package there. That is a compilation of 10 years of the best information that I have found. I was a philosophy major, so I go deep, okay? And I have looked and scoured and found the best mentors, the best information, the best maps. That's 10 years worth right there. You guys follow that, okay? I have every reason to believe if you want to, you can become a millionaire in this lifetime before the age of 30 if you find good mentors, all right? It's perfectly doable. And the last thing is the network, getting plugged into a great network. You guys, even if you don't get hired by the company that you intern with, you might meet somebody or another company or an associate or an affiliate that you might really hit it off with, that you might end up working with or working for.
Okay.
All right, you guys, the reason, why am I standing here? Because this is what I'd be doing if I had $1 million a year check on my birthday. I would be teaching young, malleable minds how to succeed in life. Because this stuff is not taught. It's not taught. How to go out and take an idea and turn it into $1 million in a year. How do you do that? How do you take a company from $500,000 a year to $5 million a year in 12 months? All right, there's something in there, there's something called a phenomenon. And this is a graphic that depicts some publicly traded companies that have done this from a book called Good to Great. That's what Promark is doing. More success in the next 12 months than in the previous 12 years combined. It's possible. We're doing it. We've got the tools. What we need now is some bright, creative minds to come in and help us figure out how do we take all of these maps and tools and techniques and apply them in this business to get the results known as a phenomenon. I'd love to have you guys come check it out. If not, definitely get yourselves involved in an internship somewhere. It'd be a great experience. Thanks for your time, guys.